I am Kathryn Kennedy, a reporter with the Daily Reflector, and I'm here today with Kevin Howard, who is running for the City Council at large this year. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Let me start by asking, just what's motivating this run? How did you get involved in politics here in Greenville?
Well, I've always been involved in different civic activities throughout the years. Growing up as an Eagle Scout, it was one of the core beliefs of the Boy Scout system. And several years ago, there was a lot of talk about the safety issues in Greenville, and somehow I ended up in the middle of it. And I was being interviewed by different television stations and newspapers and things. And my grandfather actually asked me, was I old enough to be on TV arguing a point against the mayor or the city attorney? And I thought, well, maybe I am. So when the next opportunity came up to run for office, I decided to give it a try.
Gotcha. It's a pretty crowded field you're in. There are 6 folks running for the at-large seat because it's open. What do you do to try and distinguish yourself or set yourself apart from your competition?
Well, in a field that large, it is tough to distinguish yourself. I try to put my face out there as much as I can. I try to go speak with people, find out exactly what their concerns are, and it tends to be very kind of widely varied throughout the old city. A lot of people concerned with safety, a lot of people concerned with money, the economy, especially the front runner issue, transportation issues, of course, have been brought up as well. But to distinguish myself different from the others, you know, I mainly just try to get out there in front of everyone. It's tough with a field that big, but I feel like I can definitely distinguish myself from the rest.
Running at large also means the entire city you're responsible for taking care of all of them if elected. How do you balance the needs of one diverse community or one interest group over another?
Well, that's going to be a tricky thing too. Everyone, I believe, has inherently equal needs, equal rights. You know, as American citizens, and of course, are citizens of Greenville. I don't believe that currently the funds are distributed evenly throughout the city. I think there are some that are getting the short end of the stick, and I hear about the special interest groups and these and that. You know, someone speaks better than the other, so they get the squeaky wheel gets the grease, if you will. Right. And I'd like to be the voice for the squeaky wheel that doesn't know how to actually speak for themselves.
Okay. Your number one issue moving forward, what would you say that is?
The number one issue is safety. I really think that the citizens of Greenville deserve to feel safe. I think a real expectation of safety in public safety is the real issue. Do you expect an officer to be there when you arrive at home to walk you from your car to your door? No, that's unrealistic. But you do want to feel safe enough to walk from your car to your door, and I think that's very attainable. I think the money being spent in certain sectors of the city could be spread out more evenly and more justified. It's concerning that certain areas of the city are so safe during certain points, times of the day, certain times of the year, and then, you know, less than 100 feet away, 2 or 3 blocks, is very dangerous. You have terrible crimes happening right beside the safest parts of the city. So safety is a big issue for me. I also am concerned with the traffic issues. I think our city grows to an enormous amount of traffic when school is in, and then shrinks to a substantially smaller amount when school is out. And I think that the infrastructure of the city needs to be reevaluated on all aspects, from the traffic infrastructure to the sewage infrastructure. We've grown so fast; it's growing pains for Greenville, and no one expected we would be this big 10 years ago, and so no one planned for the infrastructure to grow that fast. And so it's almost like we keep building and building and building, but forget that the core infrastructure was only made to handle so much. I feel it's important to go back, revisit it, fix some of the problems that are already causing the long-term problems that we can already see in the foreseeable future.
Gotcha. Well, thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.